grabando tampoco, entonces ahí sí. Well, we'll start now. All right, let me get back over here. All right, we got this. Good. There we go. So, here's the master. Here's the servant, Abdul. And so, the master needed some tomatoes. And so he called Abdul and gave Abdul some money. And he sent envió. That's an S. Caramba, eso no está muy. He sent Abdul to the marketplace. Okay, this here is the marketplace over here. No sé si ustedes puede ver esta parte de mi pantalla or no. Can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, so this is the marketplace. And so here goes Abdul. And there are people sitting down, and they are selling tomatoes. So, at any rate, so here Abdul went to the marketplace. Went is el pasado de go. So Abdul went to the marketplace to buy, comprar, some tomatoes. All right. So let's say this here. This here is the beginning, right? This here is Baghdad, we'll say Baghdad 01. Okay, very good. So now I'm going to erase this and we'll start the second part of this part. So let me just say this. All right, so here's the story on that real quick now. Let me get out of here for just a second. Abdul, the master, he gives some money to Abdul, and Abdul goes to the marketplace to buy some tomatoes. Okay, now here we go. This here is this in a few minutes. All right. So this is the master. And over here, so here in a few minutes, Abdul he came running back. All right, here's Abdul. He was running back. Oh, he was very scared. You don't say como hacer uno scared. He was very scared. ¿Se conoce esta palabra? All right,
yes.
this. All right, it's and so Abdul says to his master, please, please, master, loan me your, esos dos palabras here, loan me your fast. Este fast es el superlativo. Hay comparativo, hay uno, es fast. Cuando es un solo sílabo, fast, si por ejemplo fast, es un solo sílabo. Comparativo es fast, de dos, and fast es de tres, la más rápido, ¿sí? So, master, please loan me your fastest horse. Okay. So that I can escape, to Damascus. Okay, ¿entendió? All right, this is a horse. A horse is si este es la caballa más rápido, wow, pobre. Anyway, so this here is this is a horse, Tengo que decir que es porque de pronto ustedes no distinguen. At any rate, this is a horse. So he says, please, master, loan me your fastest horse so that I can escape to Damascus. And so he was very, very scared, please. And so the master says, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Settle down. Eso es un modismo. Settle down. Cálmase. Settle down. Tell me what happened. Sí, él está hablando. Tell me what happened. Okay. So this is the master, and he's talking, Tell me, calm down, calma, tell me what happened. And so here, Abdul, we're going to put him over here. He's going to explain. He says, in the marketplace, voy a borrar este. He came running back. Okay. So Abdul is talking here, and he says, in the marketplace, this is un A. In the marketplace, all right, este es una frase, coma, sí, aclarando. I came, eso es otro modismo. Face, this is the face to face, cara a cara, face to face with death. Unos efectos. This is death. Todos está asustado, ¿no es cierto? So he says, please, in the marketplace, I came face to face with death. Caramba, ella no se vea muy asustado. Es por los ojos, creo. So please, I came face to face with death. Please, please loan me your fastest horse so I can escape to Damascus. Okay, now, hasta ahí sí, all right, vuelvo, all right. Okay, ready? This is, all right, here we go. Now let's go back out here. And we will tell the story from outside, and I'll go all of the way through. But this time I will tell the second part without any painting and see if you can understand. Okay. All right. So let me get back out here to the main deal here. All right. Ready? Now. So this is a story of the legend of Baghdad. The legend of Baghdad is a story about a master and his servant, Abdul. The master had a servant whose name was Abdul. Abdul was a very good, trusted, faithful servant. He was the master's best servant. One day, the master needed some tomatoes, and so he called Abdul, and he gave Abdul some money to go to the marketplace and to buy some tomatoes. In a few minutes, Abdul came running back. Oh, he was very scared. Oh, please, master, loan me your fastest horse, please, hurry. Wait a minute, said the master. Wait a minute. Calm down, calm down. Settle down. Tell me what happened. All right, now, he said, in the marketplace, I came face to face with death. And death made a face at me. ¿Entendió esta parte? All right, you have, all right, face to face is cara a cara, es un modismo. And to make a face, here voy a escribirlo.
De nuevo nos quedamos sin el profe. Yeah. Oh, return. Está escribiendo, pero no lo veo.
Listen.
You are silenced, teacher, brother James. You are silenced. Your microphone.
Okay. Now can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
All right. So, okay. So Abdul went to the market. ¿Hasta qué punto se entendió? All right. Abdul went to the marketplace. He came running back, and he is telling the master, in the marketplace, I came face to face with death. Carmen se dice que, and I made un gesto at me. All right, now, please loan me your fastest horse. Now, mire, hay dos palabras. Uno es prestar y ser prestado. You have two words in English. One is to loan and one is to borrow. All right. Now, let me just explain, because that is a pretty, es un problema que hace muchas personas que tienen con las dos palabras. So let me just write them in here. You have loan and you have borrow. Now, here is the master, okay, or the master. The master loans the horse. See. ¿Eso se parece a una buena caballo? Tal vez no.
Parece un buen burro.
Carmen se está burlando de mí.
This is a good prospect horse.
Okay. All right, well, let me try to make a better horse. Ahora sí?
Yeah, so.
You got it, Tim. All right, now, but you have loan is he loans. Over here is this is the servant, The servant borrows the horse from the master. All right, entendió? All right, so the servant borrows the horse from the master. So ahí sí, mire, sigue. Servant borrows the horse. So this is borrow. And then you have the loan. Loan va aquí. All right. So you have those two words. Now, let's say that if I go to a bank, okay, voy al banco. All right. And here at the bank, all right, I want some money. This is a bank. And here I am there, and I want some money. All right. The bank loans me the money. I borrow. I borrow, prestar. Prestar, creo que en español es lo mismo. But at any rate, the master, el amo, dice, presta. He said, él está diciendo, por favor, usted me presta. So he is saying, the servant said, please, master, loan me your fastest horse. So Abdul, the servant, borrowed, es un verbo pasado, ed. So the servant Abdul borrowed the fastest horse So Abdul borrowed the fastest horse from the master, and the servant escaped as fast as he could, as fast as he could. He could. As fast as. Esas dos palabras.
As fast
as. Tan rápido como. As fast as he could escape or leave. So here he is, and he is ready, and he is leaving. So he escapes. So, all right, let me just save this. All right, now, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to bring up my my story that I have already written and let you guys get the real benefit of this great artistic ability. All right, whoops. Okay, so now here's the story so far as we have it. This is the legend of Baghdad. This is the master, and this is Abdul, the faithful, trusted servant. One day, the master needed to buy some tomatoes, so from the marketplace. So he gave Abdul some money and sent him, envió a él and sent him to town. Now, mire, yo he contado esta historia muchas veces, pero no lo tengo así grabado. Tengo la idea, lo que uno va, por eso quiero que ustedes aprendan a contar la idea. Cada vez que usted lo cuenta, depende de la manera que arranca, es la forma que se va moviendo los verbos, etcétera, para pintarla. No es una cosa concreto. All right. Como usted, cuando usted escriba algo y lo vea en un libro, eso sí ya es así. Pero su mente no funciona así, ni su palabra. All right. Por ejemplo, voy a dar mi ejemplo antes que siga. Ustedes ustedes conocen la historia de la capa de luz roja?
Caperucita.
Yeah, honey, how do you say the little red riding hood? Sí, ¿cómo era?
Ay.
Capa de luz roja. Bueno,
Sí, Caperucita Roja.
all right, good. Thank you. Thank you.
The Red Riding Hood.
All right.
Del, yes.
Little red
Red
riding hood.
Riding Hood.
Now, mire, todo el mundo conoce la historia. Bueno, no todo el
Yeah.
mundo, pero yo no puedo pronunciarlo, pero yo sé la historia. Okay, good. Now, cada uno de ustedes va a contar esta misma historia diferente,
Yeah.
usando sus palabras de describir la historia o contar la historia. Cada vez, si usted lo cuenta la historia 3, 4 veces y no tiene así memorizado las palabras, usted va a contar según la forma diferente, pero la idea sale la misma. She goes and she's in the big old bad wolf. Es la misma historia, pero cada una se cuenta diferente y cada vez que usted lo cuenta, también lo cuenta diferente. Por esta razón, sus palabras hablado es como el océano o algo, siempre está como moviendo. Y depende de la manera que usted empieza a desarrollar su frase, es la manera que usted tiene que seguir armando. Si usted lo arma en presente, usted, como es costumbre o hábito, usted tiene que seguir armando su idea en esta actividad o así. Bueno, at any rate, here we go. So here's the story. This is the story of the legend of Baghdad. Here's the master, the trusted servant. One day he needed to buy some tomatoes. So he gave Abdul some money and he sent him to town. So here he goes to town. In a few minutes, the servant came running back. He was very scared. And here he is, please, master, loan me your fastest horse so that I can escape to Damascus. Wait a minute, was what the master said. Settle down. Tell me what happened. And so now Abdul is going to tell him, in the marketplace, I came face to face with death. She made a face at me. Okay. So here he is, número 3. See? So the servant got on, subió, that's otro modismo. He got on the fastest horse and rode away. Rode is montaba y salió. Rode away as fast as he could to Damascus. Now, hasta ahí ustedes sí cuenta la historia. Yeah. Como tiempo es sí, es que ahí la falta de luz ahí se nos dañó mucho. All right, here. Oh, wow. ¿Cómo hacemos? Porque ahí, bueno, vamos. All right. Terminamos la historia. All right, here's number 3. Number 4, miren, número 4 aquí abajo. ¿Sí ver? Later, eso sí es un tiempo más, porque uno está en Damasco, uno está en Bagdad y uno tiene que escapar hasta Damasco, que es una distancia. Pero más tarde, or later, the master began to think. See, he began to think, he began to think, that was my trusted, faithful servant. That was my fastest horse. So he decided to go to the marketplace to find out why death had scared his servant. Bien? So now él va a la tienda para buscar. Voy a poner ustedes aquí. All right, so here's death. Eso sí vea como una muerte. So here's death, and he's in the marketplace. Now, so the master, he looked for. ¿Se puede ver este? The master, eso es un modismo, es buscar. So the master looked for death in the marketplace. When he found her, now mire, ella, la muerte está siempre femenino. All right, no sé por qué. Bueno, yo sé porque las mujeres siempre son muertes. Entonces, eso sí es peligroso hacer comentarios así. All right. Anyway, so, and he asked, so here he found the death, and he asked, here's the master. So he asked, why did you scare my servant? And so death, So here's what the death answered. Death answered, I'm sorry. Lo siento, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare your servant. See, I didn't mean to scare your servant. I was surprised to see him here in Baghdad because I have an appointment with him tonight in Damascus. Es más chévere cuando uno entiende y uno lo cuenta la historia y ¡pow! Porque usted recuerda que ustedes son campeones de contar una telenovela. Usted se va creciendo la presión. Y ahí esta situación y así, ya. Y hasta que usted llega ya y si lo... yo no sé. Yo recuerdo, yo no veo mucho de telenovela. Lo vi Betty la Fea o algo así una vez. Me gustó. Siempre lo vio para ver cuándo esa mujer iba a ser una mujer bonita.
Ugly Betty.
Yeah, Ugly Betty. A fin, ella se resultó una mujer chévere, bonita. All right, pero miren, all right, so here you have the story. La historia es importante, a ver si ustedes pueden armar y contarlo bien. Now, como nosotros no tenemos más tiempo, yo quiero corregir lo que hicimos ayer, yo no sé, pero quiero contar toda la historia una vez en secuencia, así como para que ustedes pueden All right, listo? So this is the story of the legend of Baghdad, and it's a story about a master and his trusted, faithful servant, Abdul. One day the master needed to buy some tomatoes from the marketplace, and so he gave Abdul some money and he sent him to town. And in a few minutes, the servant came running back. He was really scared, very scared. And so he said to the master, "Master, please loan me your fastest horse so that I can escape to Damascus." And the master said, "Wait a minute, settle down, settle down. Tell me what happened, what happened?" And so Abdul said, "Well, in the marketplace, I came face to face with death, and she made a face at me. And so, please, please loan me your fastest horse." So the servant the master loaned him the horse, and the servant got on the fastest horse and rode away as fast as he could. So later, the master began to think, wow, that was my trusted, faithful servant. That was my fastest horse. So he decided to go to the marketplace and to find out why death had scared his servant. So he looked for death, and finally he found death. And when he found her, he asked, "Why did you scare my servant Abdul?" And Death, looking at him, said, "Man, I am sorry, man. I did not mean to scare your servant. It wasn't my intention to scare your servant. I was surprised to see him here in Baghdad because I have an appointment with him tonight in Damascus." Todo está bien. Uno se corre para buscar su propio destino. All right, good. Here, yo quiero corregir lo que hicimos ahí en la tarea. De este grupo solo hay uno que se hizo la tarea. El resto de ustedes son gente rebelde. ¿Ah? All right. Creo que Carmen se está ofendiendo a ustedes, pero no creo. All right, let's see. All right. Okay, so, ¿alguien tiene la lista? Deme la lista porque aquí yo no puedo ver. What was the first point en la tarea?
La tarea.
Well, here, let me get out of this.
Yo hice la tarea, pero voy en la mitad.
Yeah.
Me faltan.
All right, let me see. I have it over here in alguna parte.
Yo hice las preguntas, pero me faltan las frases.
Okay, where did I put it? It's not there. All right. Well, let me go over to my pictures and see if I have them there. Okay, we are doing a great job of teaching tonight, without a doubt. Este va a ser el premio Nobel para la mejor clase. Oh, wow. Well, let's go all the way back to the deals. That was like Okay. Ah, here it is. Bien. Okay. There it is. All right, mire aquí. All right, you have. All right, let me write these down real quick here. All right, we read the newspaper in class every day. All right. Okay, he can't come to school by bus. All right, I always walk to school. All right, the children play in the park. Okay, I eat lunch in the cafeteria. Bueno, eso sí. All right, now voy aquí where I'm going to turn that off. And that one, and go over here to this. All right, listo? All right, we read all right. Now, what some of you did, all right, el pasado es lo mismo, porque read es un verbo irregular. In future, we will.
We read.
We will read the newspaper every day. That's el futuro. Present progressive. Este se mantiene lo mismo. We are read. We are reading the newspaper every day. Pasado. We were reading the newspaper every day. Future. We
Will be, yeah, reading.
We will be reading the newspaper every day. Now, para hacer pregunta, okay? All right, over here we say do. We read the newspaper every day. Este va aquí. Y aquí el pasado es did. Did we read? And over here the future is este.
Are
we reading the newspaper? Este go aquí. Are we reading este? Sí, mire, por sé que el cambio es muy poco.
Teacher,
Yes.
one question, please. I learned that every day it is an expression that you only use in the present tense, and for that reason I don't use that expression in the same way in future and in the continuous the same.
Well, are we reading? Well, es que yo probablemente, all right, yo lo pregunto no a nosotros, sino a usted. Pero para que se tiene sentido, por ejemplo.
Mhm.
Are you reading the
For me,
newspaper?
yes.
Are you reading the newspaper every day? See? Are we?
Yeah.
All right, are we reading the newspaper? See, every day es una costumbre que hacemos a menudo, presente. Es tiempo presente. But puede usar, will we be reading the newspaper every day? ¿Vamos a estar leyendo cada día? Are we going to be reading the newspaper? Were we reading the newspaper every day last year? Bueno, no es exactamente, pero ahí sí, la regla así es. De todos modos, el punto es lo que tú dices que es cierto, lo que uno hay que llevar la logística. All right. All right, let's do the next one here at any rate. Sí, tiene razón. All right, let me just erase this. So let's say he came to school by bus. All right. He, eso yes, yeah. All right. All right. Comes. He comes to school
By bus.
by bus. All right. ¿El doble M? No. Caramba, ya no puedo hablar inglés. Ya mire, hay una cosa aquí. All right. Es la misma acción. All right. Presente, sí, pasado, este es un verbo irregular. Tiene que conocer presente, pasado y pasado participio. All right, now he is coming to school by bus. En este momento, he is coming to school by bus. Eso es lo que está sucediendo ahora. Pasado progresivo es una acción que pasó cuando otra acción pasó, casi siempre, ¿sí? He was coming to school by bus when I don't know, when I got there, or he was coming to school by bus when the bus driver honked his horn. Bueno, cualquier cosa. Eso es pasado progresivo. Una acción que estaba pasando cuando otra acción se pasó. I was teaching English when the lights went out, cuando la luz fue. And he will be coming to school by bus. En el futuro, él va a estar by bus. Now, right. Entonces, para el pregunta, so this here is he, is does he come? Y este se borra. Does. All right, here is did. Did he come to school by bus? Will is sí, mire, es que entonces sí, el cambio, lo que Ricardo, lo que usted hizo, usted cogió su verbo y lo puso el verbo aquí. Que eso es regla 2 o 1 que lo hacemos cuando el verbo es ser. Like, he is a teacher. Entonces, nosotros para hacer pregunta, solo hacemos is he a teacher? Sí, entonces el verbo va primero, sujeto segunda y complemento tercero. Sí, eso sí es lo que hacemos. Bueno, hermanos, es que de todas formas, tomorrow, all right, what I want to do, all right, I will put up on the for the class the full story of the legend of Baghdad. Y quiero que ustedes practiquen, pero no lo memorizan. Mirando, pueden mirar la historia y trata de contar la historia. Si ya lo tiene, briegue or try to speak or tell the story as you remember it right now. See? All right, for an example, you have an opportunity maybe to contar a su papá, Ricardo. Or Miguel, usted tiene alguien allá, Manuel, usted tiene alguien allá con quien puede practicar o no?
No, my son.
Yeah, well, habla con él. Sí, practica con él. See, that's a good thing. It's and tell him the story, see, y él lo cuenta a usted, usted lo cuenta a él. Es que, mire, cualquier cosa está bien en este momento para que la mente va practicando. Las historias en sí no tienen importancia. Okay. So tomorrow, yo quiero que ustedes voy a tener un momento de break room y quiero oír a ustedes contar la historia o empezamos a contar la historia cada minuto y cada uno para que uno puede oír. Y quiero ya si entra un poco más en la parte de la gramática. Pero bien, en sí ustedes va bien. Right? Lo siento. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same station. And
Teacher,
Thank you very much.
Teacher?
Good night.
One thing.
¿Cómo?
I believe that discovered the form of take the control of a screen.
¿Cómo? Do what?
Creo que encontré la forma de controlar la pantalla como usted quiere.
Sí, ¿cómo? ¿Cómo lo hago?
De que tengamos la opción de cuando nos aparece arriba una cosa que dice vista previa, una ventanilla, cuando usted está en la opción de pintar los dibujos y escribir las oraciones, ahí aparece una pantallita en el centro, una ventana en el centro de la pantalla que dice vista previa, anotar o pedirle a usted que tomemos el control remoto de la pantalla. Creo que esa opción se...
When I go to share the screen.
Mañana lo tomamos.
Bueno.
Aquí no aparece ahorita. Aquí aparece una pantalla verde.
Sí. Share screen.
Yes.
Over here, right there.
En este momento no está porque no estamos en sus apuntes.
Pero cuando estamos en los apuntes, usted tiene forma de participar, porque ahí sí,
Sí,
yo estoy aprendiendo cómo manejar este
hay una opción que decía anotar y yo alcancé a escribir ahí, hola, soy Gabriel, creo que lo vieron,
Sí, sí, lo vimos.
pero hay otra opción que
Pero yo
dice,
no lo vi, yo no lo vi.
no, hay otra opción que dice pedir el control remoto y solicitarle a usted poder entrar en su pantalla, creo que es la opción.
Y
que
usted,
decía
pero
ahí.
usted cómo va a escribir.
Al usted aparece una pantalla en grande que dice solicitarle a la pantalla que está compartiendo pedir el control de su pantalla. Decía ahí.
Sí, pero usted puede controlarlo, pero cómo se puede escribir o hacer correcciones o algo ahí.
Creo que al usted darnos la opción de entrar, ok, se puede
Porque
hacer.
yo estoy trabajando con una cosa así, un aparato.
Ah,
Solo
sí,
con el teclado. Solo se puede
solo con
escribir
el
con el
teclado,
teclado.
sí.
Ah, sí, bueno, eso sí.
Sí, luego lo miramos.
Bueno, mañana sí, pues nos enseña, porque es
Bueno,
que
vamos a ver si...
por esta razón, esta clase es piloto.
Ujú.
Piloto.
Sí.
No lo que crucificó Cristo, ¿cuál es?
Piloto.
Pilot.
Pilot.
Baila. Cara, lo siento, hermano. Uno piensa que en
Ay, don't worry.
50 años uno va a estar bien. Okay, we will see you tomorrow. Mañana,
Okay, see you
Con
tomorrow.
todo.
at any rate, it was a good class. All right, ciao.
Thank you,
Bye.
brother.
Bye, bye.
Good night.
Thank you.